just doing a nursing school update. I am leaving clinicals right now. I hope you guys can hear me, but I'm leaving clinicals and driving home. So my clinicals are about an hour away. So I had to be there at 7 a.m. I left the house around 5:30, just so I could orient myself to the hospital. Clinicals went great today. This was our first round, so I just basically we did vitals, asked questions. It was good. We did some bathing, some linen changes. Had some patients. We have to journal everything after, so that was cool. We went ahead and hey, I'm just leaving clinicals. How are you? It was pretty good. I'm so exhausted. I'm ready to take a shower and go to sleep. So, just updating about how everything went. I had to leave the house like around 5:30 this morning, and to get to the hospital, I got to the hospital like 6:30. It was fun though. Did a lot. Yesterday we had our second exam for one of our classes. I did pretty well. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I didn't take a nap because I got 2 tests this week coming up, Wednesday and Friday. So the Wednesday test I'm not really worried about. It's a dosage calculations. I'm pretty good at math, so they gave us like a practice exam. I got 100 on it, so you have to get at least a 90% though on it, so which is great. So I'm hoping that I can actually get 100 on that, and if you do well, if you get a 90 or above the first time, they'll give you 3 chances to take it. The first time, because obviously dosage, medicine is important, so they'll give you 3 extra points. So I'm like, oh, if I can make like 103 on it. Okay, back to what I was saying. My sister-in-law had called me, but anyways, I hope that you can still hear me. But yeah, everything was good. Learned a lot. Had a few patients that, got to see some things, which was great. Probably not for them, but for learning. But yeah. Yesterday took that test. I got an 88 on it. I was very shocked. Just because I didn't think I would do that well. That test was a struggle for a lot of people. So I got a lot of questions today about how do I go about studying. So I just told people my different study methods. But really, I told them the biggest thing is I pray before I study. And I pray before my tests. And I'm just asking God to direct me into the right information so that I'll be able to treat the patients that I have, so that I'll be knowledgeable. Who doesn't want a knowledgeable, nurse? So just asking God for His guidance in that. But for the most part, yeah, I'm just reading, studying, practice questions. That's it. And then obviously clinicals is where we can apply that stuff. So, and asking as many questions as possible on clinicals is so important, just because you get to, it'll help you think about the next the patients that you get. So we had a couple of behavioral health patients on that floor that were acting a hot mess. The good thing is that they have like a code to where if they're having behavioral issues or not. So that was good, without obviously exploiting the patient. But yeah, fun stuff. it was very enlightening. And then now I have to write a journal or whatever on what we did today. Next week it'll be more of like a physical assessment type stuff. But yeah, nursing school is not for the weak, except especially since I am in an accelerated program. The accelerated program is 12 months. Most of the accelerated programs are 16 months. So I had a nurse talk about, she was like, oh, you guys are accelerated? We're like, yeah. She said she did an accelerated program. Well, but it was like 16 months long. And so she asked us how long ours was. And we were like, 12 months. She was like, whoa. I do feel bad for some of my classmates because if they're not passing, you know, they told me that they were getting warnings about academic warnings that they would be withdrawn from the program. So nobody wants that for their classmates, and definitely going to be praying for them. So I just gave them my study tips from what I'm doing. This program is it's extremely fast. It's not for the faint of heart. And there aren't any cheat codes to doing nursing school. So I think a lot of people came in with the, oh, I'll be able to cheat code my way through, or I'll look at Quizlet. You can't just look at Quizlet for nursing school. The biggest tips I can give that has helped me pass my test is reading. If I can't read, I'll put the chapters in, you know, copy paste them into ChatGPT to give me a summary. Like one of our chapters, we had 8 chapters the last time. One was 60 pages, the other one was 40 pages. When do I have the time to read all of that? I don't, because we're doing other things. We have labs, we have clinicals, we have tests, we have quizzes, we have assignments to do, we have a paper to write. There's a lot to do all day. This is an accelerated program. So ChatGPT helps with summarizing information, also breaking down information. If I don't understand something in particular, I will get it to help me with that. So then I also, you can go online, but our book comes with PrepU. That's the program, and it has tons of questions. I make sure that you can get to a mastery level of 8 on each. You can get to a mastery level of 8 on each chapter. I make sure to get to the test from a mastery level 3 to a mastery level 5. So yeah, it's a lot of me sitting in front of the computer, but each question gives you an explanation of why you got something wrong. So you better do it so that you can get it. But I'm gonna go home and take me a nap. Oh, another thing that I realized too is that they give us study guides, but I didn't use the study guides for the first 2 tests. I still managed to pass with B's on both tests. The first test I got was like an 82. The first test I got was an 84. That was for fundamentals. The second test was an 82 in health assessment. And so for this test, I got an 88. I actually did the study guide for that one, and I didn't read. So I also put the study guide in, and I told them to make me some, I told ChatGPT to make me some practice questions for nursing school tests based off the study guide so that I could digest the information easily. So those are my tips. Like I said, super exhausted. So when I get home, I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna get to cracking. If you have any questions, always you can just go ahead and call me. Not call me. Oh my God, I'm crazy. You can go ahead and leave a comment below. Ask your questions. I will definitely get back to you. I try to go live once a week just to give an update on like how nursing school is going. So far, so good. Keep me in your prayers. Keep my professors in your prayers. Keep my classmates in your prayers as well. Nobody wants a nurse that doesn't know what they're doing. So about an accelerated